We gotta get that beam in there, then I can get this temporary wall out of here. Well, it's a big day. I wish I'd have grabbed the camera sooner. Didn't think about it. I stuck a sill plate on top of the block. This sticks out a little bit. You might be able to see it. Nope, you can't see it. But anyway, there's up underneath, there's foam and a 2x8 running across there. And I got this ledger locked right onto the beam, the old beam. So that gives me some structure out here to build a deck. That gives me some something here to build this out. Once I get this thing settled, I mean, I still got that temporary wall in there, but I'll get this framed in and put the door in, and it'll work out really well. I'm gonna put a little board underneath to fill that gap that I just showed you. But I still got to do shimming and framing on the inside of the house, but I want to get these posts out. So let's get these out. Turn my strap up on that screw. Boys in there. Slide it off the post.
How far up?
Just right where it's at. Just choke it. Hey, just slide it through the loop.
That was too easy.
I know. Here.
Good.
All right.
So cool. Ow! Ow! Stop!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I tried. You okay? I put my foot trying to go the opposite direction because my foot was already on it. And I panicked. Sorry. I'm trying to get it out of there as soon as possible. That thing moves too fast.
Why were you moving when I was doing?
I was trying to push it down. Oh.
I just smashed. A lot better than when I. Oh, that's not lovely.
Little skin peeled off. Aw.
It's better
I'm
than
sorry.
when I got caught in the log
Yeah.
splitter. No, I think it's gonna be worse later.
Well, I didn't know you were gonna put your hand between it. I thought you were just gonna like hold it so I put some tension on it. That's what I would have done. I thought that's what you were doing.
And I'm near there.
But because it was sliding and it's got to hook sometime. I mean, I really didn't want you to have your hand in there. But that being said, I'm sorry. And then unfortunately, I pulled the pedal the wrong way. I had my heel resting the wrong way, and I was going to move it just as you said stop, and I'm like, oh, I panicked, tried to lower it, and it went up I made it even worse.
Yeah, you made it worse.
I know.
You should have left alone. It hurt worse. It hurt bad the first time.
I thought I was going the right way.
And then just leave it alone.
I know. It's one of a panic moment. I'm not used to people putting their hands in my way. I'm used to working alone. I'm sorry.
That may happen.
I hope you're going to be all right. That's what happens. So I thought this was important enough that I thought we should talk about it. First of all, Lisa's okay. Yep, all her digits are there. She's fine. But still.
First of all, I'm not just a mud dauber. I'm a real person. I don't just wear muddy clothes. And I don't only just get hurt. Fortunately, I bounced back. I was scared to death. I really was. It was a terrible feeling, wondering whether you're going to continue to be crushed against something very hard. That was very scary. But
For both of us.
Yeah, I know.
I was concerned. I might not act
I know.
like it,
I know
was
he
very
didn't act
concerned.
like it.
Yeah.
But I just want everybody to know he was concerned. It's his way of hiding it and making sure nobody pointed fingers at him as being the fault. So
I'm used to justifying myself.
he definitely is, especially like, you got hurt, must be your fault.
No.
Yes. Oh yes.
Sounds like it.
Every time. But
And I checked on you as soon as I shut the camera off and
He
made sure
did.
you were okay.
he did. But we will know before the video's out who was at fault. But first of all, yeah, okay. We don't like sensationalizing titles to get people's attention. Do we want your attention? That would be appreciated because we don't want to be boring either. But sensationalism is tasteless because it's very shallow, and then you're like, well, whatever, they're nothing. But anyway, we didn't want to worry anybody. But even though we wanted to catch your attention, the pain was very real. And we weren't going to show it, even though it might not even look like a big deal. It was very scary. But if we can just help one person to avoid what we found out the problem was and why it happened, that'd be great. And you're welcome. Pay attention.
I've always tried to learn from other people. If I see somebody's
Yes.
got a finger missing, I'm going, oh, wow, what happened? You know, or anybody's hurt, how did that happen? I always want to know, how did that happen so that it doesn't happen to me? So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if anybody can learn from this, that would be great. Please do.
Okay, so what happened? First of all, let me tell you.
Sure.
I thought, oh, why is he hurting my finger? Dwayne is a very skilled operator. He's excellent. And we have developed good habits, safe working protocol together. I never go in front or beside or behind the machine if I am not positive that I have clearance or eye contact with him.
Eye contact is very important.
Yes, and what he'll do is, we've got the eye contact, and I won't move. I won't move. I'll just stand still until he goes, okay.
Yeah. I usually take my hands off the controls,
goes,
my feet off the pedals,
and he's like-
and it's like, okay,
So,
it's open, it's clear, nothing's going to happen.
because I've been next to that bucket. Oh man,
Oh, you can kill somebody in a second.
it still gives me the creeps, even though we're doing everything right. So what went wrong? The problem is we did have a great working relationship, and the problem was we trusted each other too much
Too much, yeah.
in this
Gotta
situation,
relax.
and it was something we never did before. So he was telling me, I mean, it's right there in the video. He was telling me, okay, loop it or whatever. And so obviously my hands are right there on the post. The rule should have been, and our new rule is anybody within touching distance of an object, operator does nothing. The problem was he trusted me to know better, to not put my hand inside the loop, but I trusted him to not do anything until I stood back again, But
and I
that's my
misread that
fault.
because she stood back, so I was pulling.
I stood back with my hand in it.
Well, you didn't at first. You stood back, and I tried, and it was slipping. And so you went back in to try to tighten it up. What I thought you were doing, because from my vantage point, the camera shows it really well that your hand was in there. But from my vantage point,
I'm still upset.
my vantage point was that you were just trying to put some tension on the strap.
Right.
Because I've done that. I've worked with other people,
and I
and
did
we've
that.
done that
I
before.
know.
That's a very common thing.
I
Put some
know.
tension on the strap so that it tightens the loop up.
I did that.
And then as I start to lift, it tightens up and it pulls up. So that's what I was figuring you were doing. I couldn't
also the
see from my
first
angle that you
time
had
I've
your
ever
hand
done
around
this.
it. And that's another thing. I'm used to being around people that, you know, you get too. Well, that machine's too fast. That thing is very touchy. It's not.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know.
It doesn't
If we used
matter.
the excavator, it would have been a little better.
We would have got
But I didn't have it
fortunate.
there that day, so I was using the skid
It would have
steer.
been less crushing.
It may not even happen, but because I could have curled and put tension, it just wasn't the right situation. But at any rate,
Any rate, still need rules.
yeah.
If you're near what the action is, no operation.
Yeah, well, from now on for sure. Like I
But-
said, I thought I knew what you were doing, but
I know, and I
No.
thought. So whose fault was it?
my fault.
My fault.
Yeah.
New rules.
Don't let it happen to you.
Yeah,
We were
please,
fortunate.
Just,
We were fortunate.
and you might say, "Oh, I'll never do that." No, but what else do you do that you've never done before? Communication. We trusted each other a lot, and but that was with a different thing, and this was a new thing, and we both thought each other knew.
You always learn from something, and hopefully you can learn.
So I
without
don't hate
getting hurt,
him.
but
But I don't trust him. No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't.
And-
When you're working with a monster.
and I am used to working by myself or
Yes.
with somebody who's been doing this with me for a while, and you've worked some, and you're knowledgeable, but it does make a different dynamic. So
It does, especially if you're a wife.
you have to be very careful with
Because
other
you're
people that you
helpful. Now, if this was some person that he's like, "Hey, help me out," the person would be like, "I ain't getting near that. I don't care. Let him do it himself." And I'm like, "Let me help. I can make it better." So even though you got a good working relationship, never take anything for granted. Ours was great with machines because we didn't trust them. So we're okay. We're smarter. Thankfully, I'm okay. It was better than when I hurt my finger in a log splitter.
Yeah, that's what you were mentioning, the log splitter. That
Yeah,
was pretty bad. I had
log
nothing to do with it.
Yeah,
I wasn't even there.
No, I was doing it myself. Look at me helping and rip the skin down to the bone, but I'm fine now.
Well, that wasn't from the angle, it was from the flat side. The log rolled and pinched your finger underneath and smashed it between the back plate.
Oh
and the
yeah,
log.
it was the back
Which-
plate with it was sitting on. It twisted and then the log
just-
sat on me, and so don't trust those.
No, new
I'll
lesson.
make a channel. Don't trust anything, and I'll tell you why. So okay.
Open up boring you to death, but
No,
it's still very
please,
important things.
please
We
be
do try to be
safe.
safe. I know we do a lot of crazy things. I know we've gotten hurt.
We
If
do.
you think of the amount of work that I
We
do
get hurt.
every single day, I work crazy hours. I do crazy things. Everything is dangerous.
Yeah.
I've been doing this my whole entire life since I was 5. I still have all my fingers and toes and everything. And so, I mean, yes, I've gotten hurt, but
Don't trust your cat.
he hurt me worse.
Yeah.
But I can actually say that I've been successful in not getting too hurt. And the more you do, the more you learn, the more better you get, and the less you get hurt. But
He says he's better working by himself, and I think that can be arranged now. Sounds good.
no, I need you.
I know you do.
Can't get help.
But not as much as I'm willing to.
No.
Yeah.
Anybody need a job? No.
No. No, I mean, I get too involved.
Yeah, you get too involved because you personally
care.
want to care. You care
More
and you
an
want to
employee
help,
would.
and so you put
Yeah.
yourself in places almost impetuously that it's dangerous. And I'm like, no, you need to get out of there. You're gonna get hurt. And I mean, I appreciate all you do and how hard you work.
And I know
what
you weren't
care,
trying
but
to maim me.
No, good heavens, no. I love you. I don't want to ever see you get hurt. I don't want to ever see anybody get hurt. It's not a nice thing. I've seen people get hurt. It's not a good thing. You don't want that.
But it's nice to have him worry because all the worry he puts me through every day, cutting big trees down, anyway.
Everything I do.
Everything he does terrifies me. He might as well be a policeman. I don't know if it might be worse. Okay.
Well,
I'm
anyway.
sorry.
But it's important.
I still remember when you asked me, look, I got my wife a house. Isn't that exciting? When have you seen me excited helping on this house yet?
But you love it out there and you want to work out there.
The part I love is the property, not the work. I haven't done much fun yet. No, we were starting to finally. That we're creative. We do the creative stuff, not the stuff that maims you.
Well, stay tuned because we've
have
got
a
a lot of
lot.
fun stuff. No. We've got a lot
No.
that we've done. We've made a lot of progress. A lot of progress in a very short period of time, actually. So, yeah.
Yes.
It's taking shape. So.
Some people can't see it, but my.
Oh, you can see it
start
now.
to see it.
You can start to see it now. So, and then wait till we get on the inside and start decorating and doing stuff like that because she's got some wild, cool ideas, and it's
Yes,
going to be a lot
and it
of
won't
fun.
look like lath and plaster.
No,
No, actually, it doesn't even look like plaster. It just looks like lath.
that's all it is now.
And no insulation. We've got a ways to go.
Anybody want to install a furnace?
For free.
All right, enough of this.
Now we're just
Thank
being-
you for watching. If you made it this far in the video.
Yeah, you won't. Because now we're just being silly. I'm sorry we lost all our
Bye-bye.
subscribers. Bye.